And good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. We have made it to Friday. We have. We made it. We made it. We made it. We made it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Yeah, we did it. Okay. So, um, as you all are watching this on the playback, you'll see all of this seamlessly. However, as people are coming into the channel, I just want to state that I may have to stop in the middle of this live and come back and, do a part two. You know how we do. I want to first apologize to you guys as my viewers and audience because yesterday I was driving and I didn't realize that my signal was horrible. And what happens is that sometimes with your cell phone, you have to do a network setting reset. So sometimes you need to go in your settings on your iPhone, go to reset and reset your network settings so your phone cellular device can reconnect to the towers properly. Because even like certain places that my phone would never give me issues, it was giving me issues yesterday. So yesterday I had to yesterday's video, the quality was not the best, the sound was not the best. My car is being serviced right now, so with my car being serviced, we um I'm in a loaner. I'm in a loaner car, and their Bluetooth is the Bluetooth on the loaner car is horrible. So as you guys could hear, you could hear me through the funnel, and then when I was hey, good morning, Paulette, and then when I was speaking through the phone, y'all, it's 98 degrees out here, so I had my AC on, and all you heard was I was like, oh my goodness. And then y'all, but you know what? Y'all, I don't know how I'm gonna get y'all some cookies. Cassandra, if you watching, Cassie, send us some cookies. I'll pay you so I can send them out to my subscribers, my supporters, the ones that be on the live. Because let me tell y'all still came through for your sis. Y'all liked the video. Y'all was up there in the comments. Y'all still leaving comments on the video. I was like, because I was going to take the video down, y'all. I was going to take the video down, but I said, you know what? No, I'm not going to take the video down because because I don't want everybody seems to like it. And I was telling a really good story. I told a really good story. It was comedic relief in there. I was like, you know what? Sometimes you just got to go with the flow. All right, today we're in here, y'all. Look at the skin. The skin is looking even and balanced. Hey, 777, how you doing? Good morning. So we're having a cup of coffee. I look like I'm about to go play basketball because I'm about to go run on a treadmill and I'm about to get my 10K steps in. Let me tell y'all something. An underrated workout is getting your steps in and walking. Y'all can go to the gym and lift and all of that. Honestly, when Legend, when you finish, you can go back and sit down and whatever. But when you um when you just walk, yes. It was a bug. Okay. When I was at K. Yeah, practice. So what I was saying, walking. Walking is an underrated workout. When I was working out, hitting my strength training and all of that, hitting them weights, all that did was raise my cortisol levels. I'm not saying it doesn't work. It works tremendously, especially when there is a physique that you are striving for. Now, for me, you know, my body type is a walking, running, Pilates type of body. That's the type of body God gave me. Now, if you have the body type where going to the gym is what you need to do, and you need to be in there lifting, then that's your body type. That's your specialty. That's how God made you. God did not make me that way. I can walk and get the body type that I want. And you know one thing I like about it is that finally, you know, the BBL girls is getting played out. So your natural bodies are back in, the natural face cards are back in, the natural lips are back in, the natural cheekbones are back in, the natural hair is back in, the natural bodies are back in, okay? People are on the internet screaming, modesty, modesty. They want modesty, people. So sisters, if you single, this is your time, okay? Get cute, get modest, keep your hair done. My hair not done today, but that's okay, because it's going to get done. When y'all see me at convocation, it's going to get done. Either I'm going to do it or somebody else going to do it, but it's going to be done. Get cute. Keep your nails done. Now, you ain't got to go get no color, but you can get them manicured and get them cuticles cleaned up. Get your feet done. You ain't got to get all of that, but keep it cute. They screaming modesty from the balconies, y'all. They screaming modesty from the men want modesty, y'all. The men want natural hair, y'all. They tired. They tired. So, hi, welcome to the channel. So, you know, y'all, they want it. They want it. So, you know, if you single, you know, seek God first. Get discernment from the Lord. Leave it alone. If you're finished, leave it alone. Step down and go over there and sit down and don't make a lot of noise. So, I just thought I'd say that. Now, we don't went a little off course, but I just thought I'd say that. So get yourself together. We are finishing out 2025 strong, okay? Drink your water, take it with how you need it, okay? Drink your water, drink your electrolytes, eat your whole foods, not the grocery store, but your whole foods, meaning real chicken, real carbs, real fats, real veggies, those type of things. Don't eat processed foods, okay? We need to let it go. We want to do that. I've even been drinking more water because y'all know, y'all been seeing me. I be on the live with a Celsius. I know I do, but guess what I'm doing? I'm working on that, and we're drinking more water. So now that more people are watching, let's set some housekeeping rules. So if you are a moderator, I want you guys, when you watch this video, Cover Nachos is so funny. So she was like, I don't want people to be a moderator and they think they gotta be here every time I'm live. And me and Paulette was laughing because that was so funny, because that's not the case. So I hope you mods know, because there's some of you that never come over here. But and sometimes I be, bye girl. Sometimes I be wanting to unmod y'all because you don't be over here. But I don't do that. I don't do that. So these types of comments, they need to be removed. Yeah, they need to be removed. So going back to my statement. So mods, anybody come over here, they talk crazy, they're not on brand, we want to usher them out, okay? We want to remove them and we want to put them in timeout. Another thing, one thing I learned about church yesterday, and I hope you all received this with a hearty heart. I hope you all received this with open arms, okay? I am the emoji with the arms open like this, like hug me, because I'm saying this with so much grace, so much love, so much understanding. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all ain't the only ones going through stuff in the world, okay? Y'all not the only ones going through stuff. What I learned yesterday, if you guys go on to the Raleigh Temple and listen to the SharePoint, one thing I learned about the organization that I am a part of, we value decency and order. We value things being done with decency and order. You can go to any temple within the states, nationwide, internationally, and guess what you're going to find? Decency and order. You don't go into the temples. You don't run off at your mouth. You don't do all of this dumping. We don't do all of this trauma dumping when we're giving testimonies. We don't overstep our boundaries. You make it brief. You make it swift. You make it praising to the Lord our God, or you sing a song. Anything out of that, you're going to get cut off. And ain't nobody feeling like, oh, we don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. They don't be thinking like that at the temples. It's not about hurting your feelings, because you are here enough to know the rules. And if you're not here and you're new here, you're going to learn the rules today. So when I realized that, I said, you know what? Rules are important. Rules are important. So, mods, including you and including the viewership, on EFP Media, we're not trauma dumping into the comments no more. I'm sorry. Unless we are on that topic, we're not trauma dumping into the comments. A lot of us are empaths. A lot of us feel deeply. Let me say that. A lot of us feel deeply. A lot of us pick up other people's energy. And when you go around into people's live chats and you're dumping your trauma onto others, it's inconsiderate and it's selfish. If we are talking about self-improvement and starting your YouTube channel, and you come over here and say your husband left you 10 years ago and now you all alone, I am so sorry that happened to you, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about how to start your YouTube channel. We're not talking about trauma dumping. Yes, Paulette said it's disrespectful too. It's very disrespectful to come onto someone's live and make the topic about what you want to talk about. You have a channel because you have a name and you have a place to put comments. So therefore you have a channel. Go on your channel and talk about that. I have been noticing, and this is not me trying to be mean, I'm not trying to be rude, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I love all of you. I love all of my mods. I love all of everyone in the comments. I do. It is because of you guys that this channel is successful. But one thing I learned from church last night is that there is order and there is decency. And when you allow people to come into your platform, your establishment, EFP Media is my business. EFP Media is how I communicate with the masses. So if I allow everyone to come over and run my show, I'm not in charge. So therefore, I have to set ground rules. Do not come, and I'm going to say this on every video from this part on out. Do not come into my chat and trauma dump. Do not come into my chat with your heavy rocks, like Paulette would say, with your heavy rocks. Do not come into my chat subbing people, talking about people. Do not come on my comments, leaving comments about other people. Do not come on my chat subliminally talking about, just for an example, Paulette. Just for an example, Shelly. Just for example, me. Don't do that on my channel. Your comments and your comments on the live chat or in my comment section, it will be deleted. I don't care who you are. I don't care how long you've been rocking with me. I don't care how much you say you love me. You will not use my channel to dump. And that goes in my personal life too. These last couple of days, I have been noticing, I noticed something about myself. I feel emotions deeply and I feel excitement high. I have very high highs and I have very low lows because I feel these things. It's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. That is what makes Elvira Elvira. The point of it all is that I can acknowledge that. I'm aware of that. So now I'm setting boundaries. Don't come on EFP media talking about this that happened and that happened, because though it is sad, though we are empathetic with you, we are standing with you, this is not the place. I'm not a therapist. I can't help you work through your issues. I got issues of my own. I got problems of my own. And I don't come on YouTube and use YouTube as my therapy to dump all of my feelings and what I'm going through and all of these things onto the internet. When I first started my channel, I used to tell you guys, leave a comment, but be mindful. This is the internet, and we have no control over who and what sees your comment. If you go back to my earlier videos, I used to tell you guys that. I did. Because sometimes people forget that this is the World Wide Web. YouTube is a public platform. Someone in China, Tokyo, Indonesia, South Africa can come onto this channel right now and view this content. Someone in Alaska, someone in Arctica, I can't even say the dang doggone word, but anyone in the world who has internet access can pull up this YouTube account and watch us on live. And guess what? When they come onto this YouTube account, they're going to see your comment talking about how in second grade somebody pulled your hair and it traumatized you and now you don't trust people. Why does someone in South Africa need to know that about you? And that's not even on topic, and it's not on brand. So when I went to church last night and someone got out of order publicly, and our minister had to address them publicly, but with decency, it gave me encouragement that EFP Media belongs to Elvira Valdez Washington. And EFP Media will be managed by Elvira Valdez Washington. And it kind of goes into the topic for today. So I'm not sorry, but if you're offended, then maybe this pricks you a little bit and you might need to go journal about it. I can give you some journal prompts if you like. Leave a comment and let me know if you'll like a journal prompt. But what I need us to start realizing is that one thing that Paulette has been like going home with on the messaging is don't let people fill your boat up with their rocks. Don't let people come dump on you and now they feel relief and then they go on about their day. I understand, guys, people mourn. I went through mourning. I went through grieving. I went through heartache. I go through pain. I go through troubles. I go through deep sob. I go through moments where I turn my phone off and I don't talk to nobody but the Lord and journal and be with my kid. And sometimes I have to check myself and my energy to make sure that I'm not being mean as misplaced anger. If I gotta do that and I don't come to you guys and give you guys misplaced anger, don't come to my channel dumping your trauma. Don't come to my channel dumping your problems. Don't call my phone early in the morning dumping on me. Don't do that. Don't call nobody doing that. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not kind, and it's not love. Yes, we can be there to support each other. Yes, we can help each other every now and then. When you need a shoulder to cry on, you can find it and you can look to me or anybody and say, you know what? I like talking to Elvira, but let it be a two-way street. Let's open the conversation See where Elvira, and I'm just using myself for an example because Paulette said, why me? So I'm going to say Elvira now. So, you know, when you're going through your deep emotions, you know, instead of getting on the phone and dominating the conversation, get on the phone and check the temperature. Check the temperature. Where is this person at today? You might call me and I got a blazing headache. And I say I got a headache, and it doesn't matter because you have your situation. Now that has happened recently. That is not pertaining to you. If you watch this, that is not pertaining to you. However, I'm using it as an example. When someone is not feeling well and they say, hey, I'm not feeling well, I have a headache, and you proceed to continue the conversation, you're selfish. Now, this is not for that person. Once again, I'm just using this as an example. Ask for permission to dump. Exactly, Paulette. Ask for permission to dump. Ask. So this done went into a whole nother conversation, but you have to ask. You guys really have to be mindful of what you are saying on the World Wide Web and who you are talking to, because at the end of the day, I am not a licensed professional to treat you and your trauma, and then you never know what other people may be dealing with on the other end of the conversation. So sometimes when you go into environments and you start to just and then it's like, oh, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't know. And that's fine, you didn't know, but now you do. And I'm going to say that at the beginning of every video. Do not dump in my comments. Do not dump on my live. Today we are talking about how to start your YouTube channel, be yourself, and grow authentically. That is what we're talking about today. I don't want to see in the comments about what happened 20 years ago, what happened yesterday, if it's not on brand. Okay? I love y'all and I mean it. And this goes for everyone. It's not just for people who are new to my channel. This is for everyone. This is for me. I've learned now how to take my problems to the Lord. Because talking to other people, yes, there's a release, but it's a cheap release. It's not something that feels rooted and grounded in something, you know? Like when I go to the Lord, no, the feeling doesn't go away, but I can rest assured that I'm not going to hear this come up to in another conversation as shade, as darts being thrown. No. So I'm like, okay, this is how I need to keep going. And sometimes people don't like that, but this kind of goes on brand today. Stop caring about what other people like. What do you like? What do you want to do? What do you want to talk about? And with that being said, I have talked enough about that disclaimer. I hope you all take it with good and respectful tone. Speaking of respectful tones, please keep your conversation respectful. Okay. I know sarcasm. Actually, in high school, it's not something I'm proud of, but in high school, I won for senior superlatives. I got most sarcastic. So if anything, I know dry humor. I know dry humor very well. I know sarcasm very well. So, and sometimes people play mind games with you and try to, oh, you reading too deep. No, you said what you said. I checked it because you didn't think I would, and now you feel away, and now you trying to deflect. See, those are people who throw rocks and hide their hand. No, 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 no. Come on back up here. What you say? And say it to the front of us. And then when you get corrected, don't get mad. Don't get in your feelings. And I'm not mad with you. I'm not mad at all. But I'm going to tell you, if you, and this is the thing we have to think about, being authentically you. If people are bold enough to disrespect you, why can't you be bold enough to check them? If you are so bold to openly, subtly throw a rock at me, and then when I say something to you, now I'm delusional, I'm overthinking, I'm taking it personal. No, you just threw a rock and you know you did. But baby, this ain't a glass house, this stone. So just be mindful, y'all. I hope this helping somebody. People, y'all not gonna, a lot of people not gonna like this video. I don't care. So today we are chatting about starting your YouTube channel and being yourself and growing authentically. So when I was trying to have the conversation yesterday, talking about starting a YouTube channel, being authentic, being yourself, showing up as yourself. As you all can see, I don't have a fancy setup. I don't have an intro. I don't have a thumbnail on every single video. I don't have these things. However, I have been able to grow my audience organically since July 24 of 24. So with us being a year later, and this is where we are, not to say those things help. Those things will actually help you become successful faster. However, being authentic to who you are and on brand truly matters. And we're going to talk about that today. So YouTube is full of content. But what sets you apart is you. Y-O-U. You can get on YouTube and find content creators all around the world, all different genres, all walks of life, all different places. But what separates you from everyone else is that you are you. For an example, me and Life with Paulette talk about the same topics for the most part. We talk about the same topics, but what makes us different is that she's Paulette and I'm Elvira. That is what makes us different. Our experiences, our age, our life, how we grew up. She grew up on an island. I grew up what she calls the mainland. I grew up in the States. So those type of experiences set us apart. It makes us different. It makes us separate from other people. But then it also, though that we can come on and talk about the same topic, you're going to get a different energy. You know, Paulette is a more of an extrovert. She's more of a person that, you know, she can flip anything into a positive moment. Me, on the other hand, I'm a little bit more reserved. I'm funny. I have my quirks, my things that make Elvira Elvira. However, what makes Elvira Elvira is different than what makes Paulette Paulette. You know, where kind of Paulette kind of just goes with the flow. I'm more like, okay, I have to have boom, 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 boom in order to get there. And if I don't have it, hey, great. Hey, Rob. So if I don't have it, then I kind of feel like, I don't think I need to post that. So like, and Paulette is a perfectionist as well. She's a perfectionist as well. But how she goes about being the perfecting is different than how I go about it. The reason why I'm sharing that is because I'm giving you an example that, yes, her and I talk on the same thing, but what makes us different is the way that we go about it and our personality and how we approach. It's not that because I'm reserved, I don't attract a lot of people. I do in real life. People like me in real life. People literally want to be around me. I have really good energy. I do. And, well, you know, you guys know that. You follow me on my channel. You could feel it. But the way that I express it is different. So we want to make sure that we are connecting with people with honesty and not perfection. So when you start your YouTube channel, be honest, find your lane, whatever lane that may be, find your lane and just be real in it. I follow people that do like commentary on different things and events happening in the world. They're all talking about the same subjects. However, their take, their commentary, their comedic relief is what caused me to lean more into them and their channel. There's this one guy, I just love the way he has a comedic relief, his delivery, his like how he just, his cadence on how he speaks and stuff is just A1. And that is why I subscribe to his channel to listen to what he has to say. So when we are looking at creating a YouTube channel and being authentic, we want to connect with people through honesty, being real. I just had a 20-minute segment this earlier in this video where I'm asking people not to come to my channel and trauma dump. And though that's a very uncomfortable conversation to have, I have to be honest. I don't want to see it. I don't want to read it. I don't want to be involved. So therefore, I have to draw a line in the sand. It doesn't make me perfect because I'm not perfect, but I'm honest. And that is what's important. People respect others who are honest even when it's uncomfortable. You want to know why? Because something that Paulette said as well is that people know what to expect from you. I can say sometimes people can maybe get the wishy-washy feel from me, but the only reason why I would say that is because sometimes I'm not consistent in my boundaries, which is something that I'm working on. However, when you are honest, when people know what to expect from you, despite it not maybe leaning into their benefit, they understand where they fall with you and they respect your honesty. You'll get more out of people respecting you more when they know where they stand with you. So don't try to mimic what others are doing just because it's trendy, okay? You know, when I wanted to start my YouTube channel, I was a little apprehensive because I didn't have a setup. I didn't have the beautiful lights, the actions. I didn't have any of those things. I just had my car. I was living with my mama. I had my car and I had an iPhone. And I said, well, you know what? We're going to just rock out with the background of this car or this truck. And Elvira going to talk to the camera like I'm doing right now. And I built my audience off of just doing that. Being authentic, being honest, being real. You know, I'm not going to hold you. Attractability is very, very important. Now, keep in mind, attractability doesn't always mean you have to be good on fair, as the scriptures say, fair. It doesn't mean you have to be beautiful. It just means that you have to have an energy about you that is attractive, that captivates people, that can bring people in. You have to know the gift of storytelling. You have to hit your marks. You have to have notes, to be honest. If you look at any major TV show that's a talk show, the host has a deck of cards. You want to know why? Because the host is the talent. The producer is the mastermind. The director is the visionary. So you, as the host, is the talent. But when you have a YouTube channel, you're also the director and the producer. So don't sleep on producing your content. Sit down, use ChatGPT, tell her or him what you want to convey, write out your outline. I want to talk about this. I want to hit all of these marks, and this is what I want to convey. This is what I want. Write it out, bloop, pop it into ChatGPT, give it a command. I want you to simplify this or make this concise. I want you to add bullet points. I want you to outline this content. And guess what? ChatGPT just became your producer. Now you as the talent, all you have to do is show up, have your notes, and now you can, if you got the gift of gab, like many of us who have YouTube channels, many of us could just talk away. You know, we talking, I might see a comment, and then now I'm talking about that comment for 20 minutes, and now I got to come back to the topic because I've been talking to y'all about that for 20 minutes, and I ain't got nothing to do with the topic. Okay? So learn how, you have to, not telling you what to do, but you have to know that there are levels to developing content when you are truly a real content creator. There are content creators that solely depend on their audience to make their content. You're being used. You're being used. And they not giving you no money. They not giving you none of their money. There are content creators that use their audience to funnel their content. So when you are not that type of content creator, which means I can sit and talk to this camera and half of y'all don't even, it's 14 of y'all in here right now. And the only people I see in this chat is Paulette. And the great came in, he said hi. I know that man working. It's hot. It's hot outside. He working, he busy, but he listening. But he came in, he said hi, but he had to go back to work. So out of all of y'all that's watching, Paulette the only one in the chat. Now, yeah, she's giving me comments. She said, right on, sis. She said, put time into it and stay on point. She got a laughing emoji. Now she got boom, pow, that emoji. So she's not funneling my content. And now she said, please hit the like button for those of you that might be in the back doing something, cleaning up, making breakfast, making coffee, walking on a treadmill, whatever you doing, knitting, sewing, writing your own content. You could be watching me in the background while you writing your own content on ChatGPT. Who knows? Okay. But what I'm saying is that there are content creators that allow their audience to funnel their content. So though Paulette is writing in the chat, she's not funneling my content because it's not her comments that I am responding to and making my content based on that. I am literally talking to you guys off of my own intellect, my own thoughts, my own concepts, and I am doing that, and I have my notes. So when you start a YouTube channel, remind yourself, I may be the talent, but I need a producer and I need to be the director too, just for now. You know, the bigger you get, then you get more on the team, okay? But for now, you need those 3 roles: the host, the content, the talent, which is you, the producer, which is the mastermind. They come up with the outlines, they come up with the script, they come up with what's the topics, who gonna talk, who we gonna have on, you know, who gonna help you host this show. That's what the producers do, you know. And then you have the director that's saying, all right, they're the visionary. They're the ones that once the producers bring the content to them, the director sits back and they look and they like, okay, we're gonna have this scene, that scene, boom, 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 boom. But when you are a YouTube creator, oh, Paulette said, I'm at work too, sis. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It is early, Paulette. Girl, it's 4 in the morning. Ain't it 4 in the morning, girl? Or 5 in the morning? It's almost 5 in the morning. You out already at 5? Woo, Paulette be up early, y'all. Don't sleep on sis. She in Hawaii. She's 6 hours behind, y'all. And it's 10:59 right now in the States on the East Coast. Okay, so she don't be playing. Don't sleep on Paulette, y'all. Don't sleep on her. The girl be working, okay? So when it's 5, yeah. Okay, so sis is up. She's getting ready. She's getting prepared. So knowing when you create your YouTube channel, okay, she said I left early today. Awesome, Paulette. Well, safety for you. Okay. Child. Let me put this coffee down. I got my body temperature rising. Hey, oh my God, Christopher Spain. Child, I thought you done forgot about me, brother. I ain't seen you over here in a minute. What's up? How's the wife? How's the kids? What's going on? I love you to the Spain family. I love y'all. Pray all is well with you. Thank you for coming over here. See, Spain, I ain't seen you in a minute. I pray all is well with you, brother. Real talk. All seriousness. So you as a YouTube creator, hey, Ingrid. Hi. You as a YouTube creator, you are, hey, Simple Me. Where y'all coming from? Wait a minute. Y'all just like, boop, boop, boop. Hey, y'all. Hi from Norway. What time is it over there? Now y'all know I'm a little neurodivergent, so don't be throwing me off too much. But that's why you have to have notes. That's why you have to have a system in place. That's why you don't want to just get in front of the camera. I have done it plenty of times, so don't think I'm saying this and I'm placing judgment. I have done this plenty of times when I just got in front of the camera, had nothing to talk about, and you could tell. So therefore, because I don't have an audience that funnels my content, right? So a lot of times when you guys come over here, you literally come over here to hear me talk, give my points, and she said it's 5, or they said it's 5 in the afternoon. Okay, so you're 6 hours ahead, Paulette's 6 hours behind. Oh wow, that is so cool. Look how the internet just brings us all together in this big old melting pot. And that is why it's so important to be mindful of the information you share on the internet, because as you can see, someone in Norway doesn't need to know what happened to you yesterday. Okay, so your uniqueness and your unique experiences, your voice, your energy are your superpower. Okay, they are your superpower. It's what sets you apart. It's what makes you you. It's when people like, someone that is working and they just got their AirPods in, but they're not watching me, right? They're listening. So they hear my voice. So they're listening, so they just hear me. So therefore, your voice is what sets you apart. Your energy is what sets you apart. It is what creates you to be what is your superpower. Oh my God, he got me laughing. Spain says, wonderful. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. Staying out the way. Blessings to you and your family, EFP. Thank you for your warm greeting. You are welcome. Thank you. Thank you for even showing up. You said, I love my family in truth. As Pastor always says, spirit is thicker than blood. Period. Simple Me. Period. And then, hold on, y'all. Let's take a pause. I'm sorry, guys. We're going to have to take a pause. This might be a long video, but it's okay, because I ain't really been talking to y'all like that. So, Simple Me is in Jamaica. I hope it's okay for me to say that. I didn't tell y'all what parish. Okay, I just said she in Jamaica. So, they are having their convocation coming up in October. Well, they post the flyer for it, and they're gonna have a singles little meet in, a little session to get upliftment and encouragement. And I'm like, why y'all couldn't do that for the international convocation? We need some upliftment. I got a little Jamaican in my blood. I can go on down there to Jamaica and celebrate with y'all. No cursing. No cursing. Now, we don't curse over here. Don't cuss. You can cuss on your channel, but don't cuss on my channel. So, yes. So, Simple Me, they are going to be having like a singles meeting to get upliftment and encouragement and stuff like that. I think that was really dope. I saw that on their Instagram page. So, I would love to attend, just kind of seeing as a woman in holiness how we need to move, how we need to. Paulette! Thank you. Shout out to Paulette. So that was really cool. Okay, so I left off on saying that your unique experiences, your voice, your energy are your superpower. Okay, so that's my superpower, personally. How I sound, how my delivery, that in itself is attractability. Now, I'm not saying this to you as leverage. You may have a unique voice that you may not think is unique, but other people wouldn't mind listening to you, right? So if you have that, you might be cool to do some content creation. Think about it. All right. So the quote that I like to use is that authenticity isn't about oversharing. It's about showing up as you are, fully and honestly. That was one of the things that I really wanted to communicate through being a content creator. It's not that content creators get on here and we let you all into our business. It's that we learn how to strategically use the life events in our lives to share with the public of things that you all can take from it. I am one of those friends where if I'm wrong, I'm gonna, trust me, you don't have to, you can tell me. I'm not gonna be like that. You can say, Elvira, you're wrong, and you could tell me why. But usually, if you let me sit with it for a little bit, a couple of days, a couple of hours, I will come to terms with what I did that was wrong and how I played a part in it. And then I will come to you and let you know what? I was wrong for X, Y, and Z. I'm just that type of person. That's me. So it's about being authentic and not oversharing, but then also being aware of yourself and who you are, and also taking some form of accountability, but also knowing that you don't have to share your in-depth, like your top secrets. You don't gotta let everybody know what makes you tick. Okay, you don't have to do that. All right, so the next part that we're gonna go into, you said I had to run off the. Oh no, no, Paulette, just focus. I can handle it. I'm right here. I'm still. So here are some tips I want to give you all to start your channel authentically. Before you start before you're ready. So what that means, of course, everybody tells you guys this all the time. Before you even, think that you got the setup, the lights, like I said, I didn't even have an apartment. I didn't have nothing. I had my car. Okay. So I went in my car and I would talk to y'all. I would record my content on my phone and then upload it to YouTube. That's what I did. So that's what you can do if you want to be a content creator. Don't wait for the perfect camera, backdrop, or confidence level. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. If you're anything like me, even when things are perfect, you're going to find something to nitpick about. That's my flaw. I'm sorry. Sorry. That's me. It could be perfect. And I'm going to find something to say, this could be different. I could have hung that picture over there instead. But now it's bolted to the wall and I can't do nothing about it. That's my personality trait. So don't get stuck on having the perfect backdrop, having the perfect setup, having the perfect camera, having the perfect microphone. Don't worry about that. Y'all remember when I first started doing YouTube and I got StreamYard, and my StreamYard used to drop out? The audio used to drop out. You know how annoying that used to be? I know you guys were annoyed, especially those of you that have been here with me, rocking with me for over a year. Like, you guys know how annoying that was. That I would be on StreamYard and I would be talking and then the audio would drop out, come back, drop out, come back, drop out, come back. Well, guess what? It didn't stop me from making content. I still made it. I knew you guys were annoyed. I knew you guys didn't like listening to it. I knew it got on your nerves, but you still showed up. And that's why you guys are the real MVPs, okay? So don't worry about being perfect. Just do it. Like Paulette said, just do it. Just get on the camera. Just do what you got to do and follow through with it. You said, I follow you on IG yesterday. I don't really be on social media like that because I really need God. Amen. Okay, when I'm done, I'll follow you back, in because I think my page is private. Y'all, let me tell you, no, I ain't gonna talk about that. But see, I almost dumped on you guys. And I stopped myself. So this is just not for the audience, it's for me too. Okay? We learning. So yes, Simple Me, I will accept you and follow you back. So record as if you're talking to a friend. So this is something that many of us, we get insecure about. When we hear people, there's a couple of sisters and brothers that, you know, there's a couple of sisters and brothers that we say you should get a YouTube channel. You know, you should have a YouTube channel. But they're nervous, they're scared, so they don't want to. They don't have the confidence. With that, you have to forget the camera. Talk to your future community. So forget the camera is there. It's just a camera. It's just you, you know. And honestly, this is what allows people to pretend on the internet that there's something that they're not, because they can funnel things through the internet that they can't really do in real life. Okay, so remember yesterday when I was sharing with you guys and I said the online community for my church organization and the people within the temples are two different audiences, two different people. That is what I mean. How people will allow this social media stuff to really take a stance in their life like it's real life, but in real life, they're not those people. Now, people can say that about me, but what people have to understand is that in real life and online, I am very reserved. I am. I have a warm, welcoming energy, but I'm also very reserved. However, I'm a content creator. I can't get on here being reserved and quiet and not saying much. That's boring. No one's gonna watch. Okay? So I have to allow my personality to shine more online than it will in person, because I'm a content creator. If I was reserved online as I am in person, no one would watch the content because she's boring. What is she talking about? Yeah, she sounds nice, but what is she saying? This is corny. This is boring. Next person, swipe up. We don't want that. Okay, you don't want that. You want to come off authentic, but you also want to come off relatable. Okay, you don't want to come off like, oh, you know, yeah, so starting your YouTube channel, you're gonna have to do this, this, and this. Boring. Next in line, please. Because girl, we don't know what you talking about. Don't nobody want to watch that. So you want to be entertaining. You want to cultivate your community. You want your personality to come through. Picture the one person you're meant to help or inspire. So I was listening to Elijah's music channel, and he said if 49 people watch his content and they don't really get it, but it's one person that gets it, he is talking to that one person. I want you guys to also have that mindset as well. You are going to get people that come into your channel, that come into your chat, especially when y'all on this vertical situation right here. And when y'all on this vertical vibe right here, people gonna be swiping. They don't know who you are, what you do, where you at, who you talking to. They don't know nothing about your content, but they came across your content by looking at YouTube shorts, and now they're here and they looking at you, and they got 30 seconds. You got 30 seconds to captivate them, and if they don't like it, they're gonna keep on scrolling. With that being said, you have to think about that in a marketing point of view. How can I captivate my audience and get them to lock in with me? How can I inspire that one person that wish that they had someone to help them? You know, that is what we want. That's the person we want to talk to. You're going to get stragglers along the way. You know, those are considered trolls. And when those people come in, hey, John, I hope all is well with you, John. When those people come in, then you just shoo them out. You don't pay them no mind, and you just keep it moving, okay? So think about that. Talk to the person that you want to inspire, and don't focus on the people that come in to distract you, throw stones, hide their hand, throw shade, trolls, whatever. Don't worry about those people. Just focus on you. Okay, and then share what you know, not what you think will trend. Okay, share what you know. Don't be talking about crypto if you don't know nothing about it. Don't be talking about building a house if you don't know nothing about that. Don't be talking about any of those stuff if you don't know nothing about it. Talk about what you know. That is what people are going to grow to trust you as. They're going to look at you and say, like, I can trust this person because the information that she provides is based on things that, what is it? I go to the bathroom. Why do you have to ask me that? Yes. Close the door. So focus on topics that that you can have conversations about, that you are well bred in, that you will have an understanding with. You know, talk about things that you've been through without telling your business. Talk about things and lessons that changed you without sharing the details. My minister taught us that when we are given praise and testimony, specifically testimonies, learn how to testify without sharing all the details of the testimony. We don't need to know what color dress you had on, what shoes, the trauma, the abuse, the essay, the DV. We don't need to know all of that. We don't need to know that this person was gaslighting you, neglect. We don't need to know that. Okay, we need to know what was the lesson. How did this story glorify God? That is what we want to talk. So take that concept into your real life and execute there. Learn how to share without oversharing. Talk without extra details. Okay. That is what we want. So we want to learn how to talk and captivate and relate to our audience without telling all of our business. Because, child, the internet is not where you want people to come over here knowing all your business. And the next thing you know, you be on a live and they be in the chat throwing stones at you, child. Okay, so speak from your experience and keep it relatable. Okay. Speak from your experience and keep it relatable, but don't share all your business. Hey, Sashaya. Keep it relatable. People love that. People want to talk to you. People will respect you more when they know what you stand for. Okay? People will respect you more when they know what you stand for. So when people are aware of who you are, what you represent, what you tolerate, what you don't tolerate, they respect you more. They're not going to like it. No one likes rules. It's uncomfortable. When we are at church and we get correction, or anytime a human being gets correction, they don't like it. Who likes to be corrected? No one. Especially no one. Nobody does, okay? However, correction is needed. So when people know who you are and what you stand for, they respect you. And then not only that, but keep it relatable. You know, keep your content online relatable. If you're on Instagram, keep it captivating, keep it relatable, but not keep it so Don't let everybody know all the details. Don't let everybody know everything, okay? Don't do that. Be consistent with your energy, not just your uploads, okay? That's real tea. Clock it. Be consistent with your energy, not just your uploads. So, with that being said, if I'm not in the mood, I'm not posting content. You guys can see over the course of my videos, my energy is very consistent. It's in my personal life where the inconsistencies come into play. But online, in public, at work, my public persona is consistent. My internal persona is all like this. It's like, what are we doing today? I don't know. I don't want to do that. I just want to lay down. I'm not going to the gym. That's me. You might text me and I don't text you back. Okay. I might like you today and don't like you tomorrow. Okay. That's just the internal part of me. That's me. But on the public persona, this is what you get. This is what you get. And on days where I didn't want to come online, by the time I was done with the video, y'all done brought it out of me and now I'm being this. The other day I had a phone call and I was chatting with this lady at the job, and I had a bad little attitude. I had a horrible attitude. But once I was done talking to her, because of my public persona, I had to turn it on. And you know what? I love that about God, because I turned it on. And when I turned it on, I said, this person hasn't done nothing to me. Why am I being snappy with them? And when I turned it on, oh my gosh, it shifted my energy. I got off the phone call and I was like, well, darn, I feel better. I need to be this person all the time. I need to operate from this space all the time. When I'm having a bad day, instead of secluding myself into a little tunnel, into a little plethora of blankets and pillows, I actually need to be out and about and talking to people, because it pulls that public persona out of me. So be consistent with your personality. How you started your brand is how you want to keep your brand. People love to know what they're going to get. I know what I'm going to get if I go to Chick-fil-A, if I go to Walmart, if I go to Target. I don't know if we still shopping at Target, but if I go over there, I know what I'm going to get. I know what energy I'm going to get. I know what's the setup. I know. I know when I go to Wendy's, and I know when I go to McDonald's. I know what I'm going to get. That is what people love. People love to know what they're going to get. If you're here one day on your channel, and then here another day on your channel, and then now you're there, then you're there, then one day you come on, you're being nice to your subscribers, then the next day you're being mean to your subscribers, yelling at them, telling them off and stuff like that. People don't like that. Be consistent with your energy. Be consistent with your energy. If you're soft-spoken, embrace that. Everybody is not going to be a person that can speak lively. Everyone is not going to be a person that can be entertaining with their way that they speak. Everyone is not going to be a person that speaks fast. Everyone can't even be a person who can articulate words and pronounce them correctly. It doesn't stop them from being a content creator. So, whatever you are, own it. Be it. Show up. Be consistent. Let it all. If you have a bubbly personality, show it. If you are a type A person who's more rigid, reserved, show it. If you're a person who's a little bit more sarcastic, a little bit on the dry humor side, show it. Show it. Show it, show it, show it. What you guys see is who Elvira is with her family, and that's it. My family and my really close friends. When you see, like, if you all see me at the convocation, you're going to see me reserved. You're probably going to see me off to myself a little bit. It's not that I'm a complete introvert. I have some introverted qualities, but I also have a lot of extroverted qualities too. And a lot of times when I'm in a new environment, I'm observant of what's going on around me, a little bit more aware. So on the internet, you guys see me because it's just me and my son in this room. But if we were in public, or if we were at church, like if any of my people that go to my church, they come across my YouTube video, they're gonna say, oh, when she's at church, she's quiet, she's reserved. It's not that, I wouldn't say that I'm quiet, I'm just reserved. When you talk to me, I talk to you, I'm smiling, I'm very welcoming. It's just that I'm not extroverted all over the place, like, oh, hi, I didn't go into the church trying to put my hands all over people. I ain't do that. I just went to the church and went to the church. Child, people done found out my name, found my YouTube, found my Instagram, and now they like, Elvira is actually, okay, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, y'all, you know, I don't really do too much, you know. I be low key, so be consistent. Let me read what Simple Me says. She said, that's what I am saying. So many TikTokers have died here because everyone knows where they are. Too much information on social media. Exactly, Simple Me. One thing I've learned, and this is me being a millennial, it's okay to not post in real time. It's okay to not tell everybody your every move. You know, I don't mind people knowing, you know, like I say the Raleigh area, because I don't live in Raleigh. Clock that T. So I don't mind that. And then I also don't mind saying the church, because I know that you're not going to just run up in my church. Okay? You ain't going to do that. So those are things that, and then my dad has equipped me for me to be very observant of my surroundings. But going back to what Simple Me is saying, is that sometimes you do have to be aware that not everybody that's watching you is for you. So when it comes to social media, on a Instagram level, on a TikTok level, on a, I think people use Snapchat too, don't post in real time. You know, don't post in real time. Post your content. You know, take the video. You could take the video on your phone, guys. Did you know that? Your phone has a camera app, and if you open it up, you can video record. Did you know that? And then, or you can go to the Instagram, open it up like you're going to post a story, click the 3 dots and save the video to your phone. And then once you're done in the environment, in your home, and you're safe, then you can upload all the content that you was going to post in real time. You upload it once the event is over and you don't went home, child. You know, you at the house now. Okay? So don't post in real time, guys. Simple Me, that's a very good point. Very, very good point. Don't post in real time. Now, unless you know you are in a very well safe area, okay? So the next thing is that you don't need to perform, you just need to show up. So that's one thing that I've noticed, is that what's popular in culture now is performance. A lot of people are, you know, doing things for an aesthetic. A lot of people are, you know, creating content and having topics based on an aesthetic instead of like really just being themselves. So don't worry about performing. Don't worry about putting on. Don't worry. And you know what, guys? I know I'm talking about this, about starting a YouTube channel, but do this in your real life. Do this in real life, actually. So let's get deeper than just YouTube. Like, do this in your real life. Don't be performative. Don't do things from a performative point of view. Just be yourself, show up. If you don't have it in you today, if you don't have it to give, don't give it. Don't give it. Don't pour from an empty cup. And then use light structure, as I mentioned before, but don't script everything out. So this is what I'm explaining to you guys. I'm the talent, right? But I need ChatGPT to act as my producer. So me as the talent and the producer, I have these ideas. I have this way of expressing myself. And I need that to be simplified, organized, so that way I can convey that to my audience. And you guys are just not sitting here for an hour plus of time looking at me like, what is she talking about? Everything is planned out, but we don't want things to be overly script, because it looks like you're reading from a cue card. Okay, so a lot of times you guys probably don't know that I have my notes here unless you see me looking off to the side, but you don't know what I'm looking at. There are people that can get in front of the camera and just talk, but once again, sometimes people's audience are what's funding the, like, feeding the live, so they don't need note cards. You guys are the note cards. So for people who create content and you're setting it up, and like, you're having a conversation, you're talking on the topic, and those of you may be in the background just listening, like I said before, you guys in the background, you listening, you doing what you got to do, the conversation sounds good, Elvira talking good stuff, we just listening out, sis, we just rocking out with you. All right, we working. It's 10:30 on a Friday, girl. We at work, we got bills to pay. I ain't got time to be in the chat talking to you, Elvira. So with that being said, you don't want everything to be performative or scripted out, but you do want things to be outlined to help you stay the course. Let your personality breathe. What makes you you? And the thing about it, one thing I love about our pastor is that he don't take heed. He don't care if people love or hate him. And when I see that, I get inspired, because I'm like, you know what? He not doing no wrong. He not out here intentionally trying to hurt nobody, but he stand for what he stand up for, and he's honest about it. He's real about it, and we all are here to take the information, make it work for us, and if you don't like it, so on and so be it. Have that same personality and have that same outlook when it comes to you creating content, or when it comes to you showing up for yourself in life. Not everyone is going to like you. Not everyone is going to like how honest you are. Not everyone is going to like that you set boundaries. Not everyone is going to like that you can articulate yourself. Do you know that there are people in this world that don't like other people because they can actually articulate for themselves? Like, you're mad because I can convey a thought. That to me blows my mind. You're mad because I know how to take this in my brain and have it come out of my mouth and it makes sense, and you're mad at that? What? What? Like, what? You're jealous because I can articulate myself? When I started to see that in people, I was like, ooh, 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 ooh. So you want me to shut up? Can't do it. I just can't do it. I can't shut up. No, that's my gift. That's my gift. And so I say that to say there are people that literally say, like my mom's best friend, she has, yes, Legend.
Nothing is looking at you.
Oh, there are people, my mom's best friend has literally said to my mom, I can listen to Evie talk all day. And my mom started laughing, and I laughed too, because she was like, your auntie says, because your mom best friend be your auntie, child. Black people math, okay? But my mom's best friend said that, and what she was saying is that she loves to hear me talk. She likes to hear me convey a thought. But then there are people that is going to be in the world that's not going to like that. There are people that what makes you you, what makes you shine, what makes you shine bright, sorry. You can stand brightly too, but what makes you shine bright, there are people in this world that is actually not going to like that. And you just got to own it. You know, when men say, I like your voice, I like the way that you sound, I don't internalize that as um, a attractive, like them, you know, hitting on me or anything like that. I don't take it as that, because women have said the same thing. And I think it's just because the way that I sound is fitting for media. It's fitting for audio. It's fitting for those type of environments. And with that being said, I know that physically that is a gift of mine. But the same thing that makes you shine is also the same thing that people are going to dislike about you. So don't allow your personality to be smothered, to be dimmed, to be covered. Allow your personality to shine in the right spaces, not unseemly, but seemly, you know, at the right time. You know, like I said, I'm very reserved in person, but once I start talking to you, I'm going to smile, I'm going to talk, I'm going to be open. I don't go in giving people hugs, because I know some people don't like people to touch them. But if they come in and say, oh, let me get a hug, I give them a hug. Okay? Own it. If you are a stern, direct person, own it. Be consistent with it. Don't worry about what this person is over here doing. If God created you different and you've been different your whole life, own it. Own it. It's what makes you you. If you are bubbly and fun, and when people look at you, they just think about confetti, because you're just all over the place. You're like glitter. You're everywhere. Okay? You can't work with glitter and it not be everywhere. You can't work with confetti and it don't fly everywhere. You think you might have cleaned up that confetti, and next thing you know, next year this time, you're going to be looking at that. It's going to be a piece of confetti behind a bookshelf you thought you got. It's always everywhere. If you have one of those personalities, be it. Love it. Be you. So, in closing, guys, I just want you to stay grounded, create your YouTube channel, whatever you're good at, however you show up in the world, show up being that. And don't worry about other people, what other people are going to say. Look at what I got on today. I'm about to go to the gym when I'm done talking to y'all. I'm about to go to the gym and go get that workout on. I know I could get on here and be cute, but I don't want to. I want to go to the gym when I'm done. I got a schedule, and they need to call me about my car. So anyway, stay grounded. See, I done went on a tangent. See, I kind of just dumped on y'all. My bad. I ain't mean that. My bad. Don't obsess. Oh, another thing. If you're starting a YouTube channel, don't obsess over the numbers. Child, I'll never forget when I first started my YouTube channel and I had like 50 subscribers. And then it would go down to 47, and then it'll go up to 52, and then it'll go down to 50, and then it got to 60. And then you know what? Over time, I stopped obsessing about the number. You know, guys, I've met my watch hours, but in order to be fully monetized on YouTube, you need 1,000 subscribers. But now I'm at the stage of my YouTube journey where I'm like, the people gonna come when they come. So I'm not going to obsess about the numbers, because what you all have shown me is that for me to have under 1,000 subscribers, but have reached over 4,500 hours in watch time, that lets me know that there is substance here, because you guys are watching. The numbers don't lie. Humans do. So set a goal and strive. Set a goal and strive. Don't worry about trying to be seen. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Don't worry about who you're going to pull in, how people are going to see you. They are going to come to you when they come to you. All you have to do is show up. Put a system in place. When people know what to expect from you, they respect you. What that means in this sense is that when I know that I can see Elvira on YouTube Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, I expect that from her. So though I didn't come on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or I came on yesterday, Though I didn't come on Monday and Wednesday, I'm here today. So I never said you was going to get a video every day of those days. I said Monday, Tuesday, and Friday is when I post. But then sometimes I'll just be posting and coming online whenever I feel like it. So turn the light off, please, legend. And so be consistent, strive. Paulette said, just stay consistent. Yes, that's a jazzy line right there. There you go. I don't even know what line I said, but yes. Celebrate every step. Your first view, your first comment, your first upload. Celebrate it. YouTube Studio app, if you have it, will tell you and show you all of your analytics. Shout out to Shelly's house. Shelly's house has left the most comments on my channel, and that is a sign of support. When Shelly, YouTube has like the algorithm, and it'll tell you, and it has Shelly name, and it has 100+. Shelly house goes in. If she's not a part of the live, I gotta give flowers where they do. I got to. If she's not a part of this live, she will go back, watch the video, and leave her comments as it's happening in the video. Shout out to you, Shelly. Thank you so much. Other people that leave comments, I said that to say because when you celebrate those things, you fall in love with the process. So my YouTube studio shows me people that, you know, leave the most comments, the top commenters, how they say it. It also shows you people who have been watching your content. It also shows you, you know, how many watch hours you got, you know, the type of subscribers you have. If you have people that subscribe to your channel and they have their subscriptions public, then they will show you that these people are subscribed to your channel if their subscriptions are public, meaning everybody can see who they're subscribed to. It'll show you that. Celebrate those wins, celebrate those things, because in that is a victory. In that you see who your core audience are. You see the content people start to pick up on. You celebrate that. You know, YouTube is really great at sending you your milestones. So yesterday was EFP's 1-year birthday as being a YouTube creator, and it showed me that, and I was like, awesome, let's make a video. I didn't know that you guys, the audio and the technical difficulties yesterday was horrible, and I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry about that. So that's why I'm here today, giving y'all a little extra read all about it, so that way you guys can say, well, you know what, today she came on and gave us an hour and 20-minute video. Okay. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and close out the video. You guys can put your last closing remarks as you are here. Shout out to everyone for liking this video. Shout out to everybody. That's my new saying, y'all. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody. Thank you, guys. We got 28 likes on this live. That is fire. Okay, fire emojis, confetti emojis. We got 28 likes. Thank you, Paulette. Paulette been down since the beginning of the live. Paulette came in. She ain't left me yet. Me and you shall never part. I ain't doing no live tonight, Paulette. This is it, girl. I got to go out there and make some shmoney, okay? Because I got to get my car out the shop, y'all. So we got to go DoorDash tonight, all right? So we ain't going to be on live tonight. I ain't stopping my DoorDashing to get on here to talk to y'all. I done gave y'all a little shmoney talk. No, let me stop. We ain't done a shmoney talk in a while, but we ain't going to be doing it this weekend because tomorrow we got prayer. Shelly! Was you watching in the background, Shelly, this whole time? Huh? See, I said your name and now you want to pop up. You was watching in the background, Shelly. You ain't feel like talking. You wanted to see what the vibe was given before you said hi. Shelly, I just gave you a shout out. I just gave you a shout out. I said when you in YouTube, since you wasn't here, I'll say it again. I said in YouTube, the studio app, it will show you your analytics, and it has shown me that you are one of the top commenters on the channel. So you have left over 100 comments on the channel, and I was saying that I wanted to celebrate you in that because it lets me know that after I post a video, if you're not able to catch the live, you are one of the supporters that will go back and watch the live, and then you leave your comments in wherever you're at in the video. You leave your comments, and I was just sharing and shouting you out and saying thank you for being a top commenter on EFP Media and supporting the channel. That's what I was saying. So I was shouting you out, girl, then you just popped up. So I'm gonna do that more often. Every time I shout you out, I'm gonna call your name. So I'm like, somebody call Shelly and tell her we on live. But that's what I was saying. So in closing, guys, I'm not sure when I'm gonna be live again. This week, next week is convocation. So I will be booked and busy, and I also want to focus on fasting and prayer. Saturday morning, we have prayer at the temple, and I am going to be there. So I'm not going to be able to do a shmoney talk on Saturday, sister, because I'm going to be out and about. And then I'm really trying my hardest to stop streaming when I'm driving, because I don't like the quality of the videos. Unless I am able to park and sit still for a 15, 20, 30-minute video, then I will do it like that. But to be driving, I'm at this point, I'm sick of it. I'm tired of my phone cutting off, saying reconnecting, legend, inside voice legend. I'm tired of my phone reconnecting, saying not connected. I'm tired of people saying we can't hear you, you cut out, you pause, you gone, what happened, you fluffy, you buffering. So we gonna park and sit, and we gonna chat, but I want to provide quality content for you guys in this next year. In the next year, I want EFP Media to really like take it up a notch, and the backgrounds and all of that stuff. So though you don't have to start with a huge production, it's okay to have a goal to set yourself on getting there. So though you don't gotta stay where you start. Oh! That is a topic. Take out my little pad. That's a word. You don't have to stay where you start. Okay? Put that in every area of your life. Plug that in there. Okay? You don't have to stay where you start. It's okay to start here. You ain't got to stay there. So that's the goal for EFP Media in the upcoming year. I want to get more production. I want to actually have a desk. I want to have a nice little setup. I want it to really look like I care. Okay? I want to come on and actually have my hair done. You know, I'm tired of coming on here looking like, hey, maid. I'm tired of coming on here looking like that. But I just be wanting to come on here, give y'all good content, and go on about my business. But I'm going to start putting more thoughts into my content. Well, it's not the thought. It's the thought. The energy is all there. I just want to do more of a spoofing up. Be cute. Put on your good dress, girl. Put on a good background. Get us a fluorescent light or something behind you. We tired of looking at this wall. Ain't nothing up here, okay? So we want to have something. We want to give you more. Give me more. Anyway, we want to have more, so we're gonna do that. So that's where we're going in the next year. I hope you guys. Hey, Jamon, thank you. You said, I think you always look beautiful. Thank you, Shelly. But girl, we about to go to the gym and them edges ain't looking right. My hair need to be done. But we ain't gonna worry about that. So we're gonna focus on we solidified EFP. Thank you, John. We solidified EFP this 1 year. You guys have helped me in so many ways of creating this content. We've grown, we've flourished, we've done a lot. My mods, y'all, I love y'all, me and you, all of y'all. If you a mod, you still a mod on here. If you a mod, I love you. I love you if you're not a mod. But I love my mods because y'all come through, y'all keep it regulated. For those of you that wasn't here at the top of the hour, and we're gonna circle back around. We're gonna keep it short, but we're gonna circle back around. I went over some housekeeping items. So as a mod, I want us to really start focusing on people not dumping in the chat. So we want to keep all of our comments on topic. You know what? We got to give it to Georgina. Okay? We got to give flowers where they do. Because sis really be keeping things organized. Okay? Sis keeps things organized. Sis keeps things on par. Sis keeps things cordial, concise. Everything is done right. Okay? We got to give it to sis. So with that being said, I want all of you to, as a moderator on this channel, I want us all to adopt that way of thinking. That if the topic is not on, if the comment is not on topic, go ahead and remove it. We don't got to delete them. We don't got to hide them. We don't got to time them out. But we do want to remove the comment. If you are not, if this person comes in the chat, I don't care if they are a mod. If one of you come in the chat and you start trauma dumping and you start, you know, sharing stuff that we don't need to know, one of the other mods, remove that comment. Okay? So we cleaning it up. This EFP media is my business. It's my channel. And I don't want, though this is a safe space, if we're not talking about green eggs and ham, don't come over here talking about green eggs and ham. Okay? That's all I'm saying. I know we talked about that at the beginning of the show. So just keep that in mind. You know, when y'all come over here, stay on topic. Don't trauma dump. Don't talk about what happened 15, 20 years ago. Don't talk about what happened yesterday if it's not on topic. Okay? Stay on topic. That's for everybody. Please don't, because I will remove your comment. And I'm going to say this in every video. I'm going to say this just in case we got somebody to be like, oh, I didn't know. Now you know. Okay. And I know y'all be watching. So just be mindful of that. Only because you just never know who's watching. And not everybody needs to know your business. Okay. So with that being said, all of the mods, just please keep that in mind when we are, you know, live. If you're here, you're a moderator, make sure people stay on topic. Don't let people come in here talking about apples when we talking about oranges, okay? Just remove the comment, meaning hit the remove button. You don't got to put them in timeout. You ain't got to block them. Just remove the comment. Because I'm not even going in there. I'm not about to go in there and click and see why you deleted the comment. I'm not about to do that. I ain't got time. I got a show to run. And I'm the talent, the production, I'm all of that. So if people not on topic, I don't care who they are. If my daddy come up in here talking about something that we not talking about, remove his comment. And y'all know my daddy be in here. If my mama come in here and talking about something we not talking about, if my mama come in here and say, call me back, remove that comment. We not talking about me calling you. Don't let nobody come over here and change the topic. If my grandma come over here, if my cousin come over here talking about, you know, hey, text me, remove that comment. We not talking about that. If my baby daddy come on here talking about, hey, where my son at? Remove that comment. We ain't talking about that. Shelly said, I agree with you, but don't let people single you out because they don't like you. No, we ain't doing that. No, we ain't doing that. If y'all got, hey, Callie, if y'all got personal issues, y'all need to exchange emails and talk about it over the email. Talk about that over the social medias like Instagram and Facebook, that type of thing. Don't use my channel as the place. I have done it. I'm not exempt. I'm talking about me. I've done it on other people's channels and I've done it on my own channel. I have dumped on y'all. I have come over here and been like, oh guys, and don't none of y'all care. Y'all can't help me. So I ain't gonna do it no more either. Okay. So as we cleaning up, y'all popping in. So I'm letting it be known. So y'all hear me. Everybody, it's 8 of y'all in here. Y'all hear me. Don't let nobody come in here and dictate the show. Don't let nobody come in here talking about nothing that we not talking about. I don't care how sad it is. I don't care how joyful it is. I don't care. If we not talking about that, we not reading that. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. We not doing it. Because what happens is it becomes a distraction. Now the host has to accommodate you, talk about your experience, talk about what you're going through. It's not about you. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. It's not about you. It's not. It's not. It's about the content and the topic. Now, granted, you know, there are our sisters and brothers that go through things, that is sharing things. And you guys know, I'm not talking about our sisters and our brothers that we could be talking about something and they may say, yeah, you know, this happened, but it's related to the topic. I'm not talking about that. I'm not a heartless person. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people who intentionally come onto the channel and make comments or try to switch the comment or the content to what they want to talk about. They need to use their channel for that. That is what I'm saying. I'm not being heartless and saying if you come in and say, like say for instance, we had a sister who family has been going through some really troubling times, and she would come in the chat and keep us updated on what was going on. That's completely different. That's completely different than someone intentionally coming in here, and you can tell when somebody talking about somebody. Hey, Decario, I don't know how you say that. Dequario. Is that how you say that? But you know, we can have we know who. I hope y'all get what I'm saying. If you don't, then oh well, because I don't know what else to say. I don't know how to break it down no better. I don't know how to be more better. I don't know how to say it more better. I don't know how to do it. If you don't get what I'm putting down, then just so be it then. If I gotta be the big bad wolf, then so be it then. I mean, what you want me to do about it? I don't know how else to say it. I don't know how else to say it. I mean, if you want to get an attitude, then you get an attitude. I don't know how else to say it. And it's just not, like I said, if my mama, daddy, cousin, uncle, baby daddy come up in here, it is what it is. Delete them comments. That's all I'm saying. You said we understand clearly, sis. You do, Paulette. But it's some people in the background. They're gonna try to be like, you see what EFP Media posted today? You see what EFP Media said today? and did. And did and do. I sure did post that today. Stop, legend. I sure did post that today and did. I sure did and did. You saw what Elvira said today. Yeah. Go check it out. It's about an hour long. She was over there talking. And did. And did. She said it. She did. She did. I'm tired of trying to please y'all. I can't please y'all. I gotta please myself. I gotta please God. But all jokes aside, y'all, I love y'all. Any closing remarks? Any closing remarks? Shout out to y'all. Shout out to all of my new subscribers. Shout out to y'all. Y'all the real ones. Hey, Brother Jonah. Oh my God, y'all. We 2 subscribers away from 800. Y'all, we 2 subscribers away from 800. Stop playing with me. We ain't leaving. I'm not ending the live until we hit 800. I'm not ending the live until we hit 800. We at $7.99. What's up, Jones? We at $7.99. I'm not leaving the live until we hit 800. We gotta hit 800. Matter of fact, maybe 802, because you know when we done with the live, they're gonna try to unsubscribe. You know when we done with the live, they're gonna try to unsubscribe. Yes, we have rules, child. We just went over some rules. Y'all tell them what the rules are. We don't cuss. No cussing. Y'all, what's our rules? Matter of fact, let's end the live with this. Y'all moderators, we got Jonah in here. We got, I don't know if the Great's still listening, but I know he working. Paulette working, but she typing. Shelly up in here. Who else is a mod that's up in here? Who else? Jamon, but he working too. He ain't got time. He working. Anyway, y'all, what's the rules? John Smith, he a mod associate. Cause I made him a mod, but he was like, unmod me. And I was like, no problem. So we gonna let John do his thing. But John, what y'all, all of y'all, I ain't meant to say John Jones. Yeah, we got rules. What's the rules, y'all? We don't do no cussing. We don't cuss over here. All right? We don't cuss. We keep it respectful. We don't trauma dump in the comments, okay? We don't throw our heavy emotions and put them on the comments and put them in the chat. We don't do that. And we just keep it respectful. But one thing for all, we just keep God first in all that we do, Jones. That's it. My channel is about faith, wellness, and personal growth. I am the host of the channel, Elvira Valdez. Not my live. I curse. Well, just don't curse over here. You can't wait 10, 15 minutes to not curse. You got to curse? Well, child, go on. You're going to have to go on to the next thing then. You're going to have to unsubscribe then. Go on, take it down. Go on and, yep, he gone. He done unsubscribed, y'all. I done went down to $7.98. He said he can't cut, so he got to go. So, bye. Child, go on to the next thing. Go on to the next live. This ain't for you then. He done unsubscribe, y'all. Child, we don't cuss, so you can't stop cussing. I know. Jones, you can't not cuss for a couple of minutes while you on my live. Now, we done went down. Somebody petty. Somebody is so petty. Y'all a hater. You gonna see that we at $7.99 and then you gonna unsubscribe because you a hater. You a hater from Decatur. He said he can stop. Okay. All right. Well, I don't know if you're a male or female, but they said they can stop. Thank you. y'all. We made it to 800 subs. Y'all, that is deep. Paulette, I'm with you, sis. Paulette, I'm with you. I'm in the 800 club. Paulette. Sister Kelly said, LOL, hater from Decatur. I'm going to remember that one. Yes. Decatur, Georgia, where is greater? Yes, a hater from Decatur, Georgia, that is. Thank you, Brother John. Thank you to all of y'all. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody. Y'all real mad now. What? I'm only 200 subscribers away from 1,000. YouTube about to be paying me. Y'all need to tell y'all brother, uncles, sisters, cousins, mama and daddies, and your grandmas too to come over here to EFP Media. That is so dope. Authentic. Whew, y'all, we was talking about it today. Oh, there's a Decatur in Illinois as well. Oh, girl, that's even better. That is even better. Oh my God, Sister Callie, that is hilarious. That is even better, Sister Callie. Oh yeah, yeah. You gonna be like, oh, you a hater from Decatur. Oh yeah, girl, you gonna eat them up with that one. You said you making that shmoney like for Paulette. Yeah, Jonah, it's 6 o'clock in the morning over there, and sis is out. She is out making that shmoney. You hear me? She said, now let's get you to 1,000, sis. Me and you together. Me and you must never part. We on the road to 1,000, okay? We in that 800 club. Y'all done did the big one with this live. Y'all done did the big one with this live. I'm scared to look at the numbers. I'm scared. And look at me, y'all. I look like somebody made. Okay? I got on my little head tie, about to go to the gym. You understand me? Only thing that's looking good on here is these teeth and this skin. And y'all remember when my skin was messed up and I was still coming on here talking to y'all? Y'all remember when my skin was looking flaky? It was looking crazy. And I was still coming on here talking to y'all. Child, just get on here and let your personality sing. Everybody not gonna like you. If you want, listen, times is hard. We need to be hitting these companies over top their head. If YouTube got a YouTube partner program, get YouTube money. People say they want to be, I don't know what they mean by this. I mean, I think it's just them being humble, but it's not that I'm less humble because I want to make money from YouTube, but stuff like StreamYard costs, y'all. Stuff like a microphone costs. Stuff like internet costs. Stuff like this ring light costs. Stuff like my computer costs. That stuff costs money, okay? So while it sounds great to say like, hey, I'm just doing this, I don't really care if I make money, baby, I do. Okay, because these bills, this internet don't pay itself. StreamYard ain't paying itself. It's taken from my money. Okay, so therefore we need to be hitting these big companies up over their head and taking some of their money. So y'all need to create you a YouTube channel. Jamon, you be on Facebook. Come on and funnel that information over to YouTube. Just start. Listen, Jamon, you already know 50 people. All you need is 50 people to go live. Jamon, come over here on YouTube and go live and be cooking. Child, you know how many people will subscribe to you? You talk, you understand, you put God first. You know, come over here and start cooking. Yeah, she says, my kids use Dover, Delaware, heathen all the time. What's that? I don't know what that is. You said, thank you, Paulette. I'm proud of you too. You coming on here, staying committed, keeping us uplifted, giving us a little bit of your confetti. You know, Paulette be throwing confetti on us through the stream. Pow, pow, pow. I done threw some on y'all. Y'all got confetti all over y'all house, all over your phone. It's all in your car. Look at that confetti behind you. Yep, I done threw it on you too. So, you know, just keep yourself positive. Keep yourself positive. Keep yourself uplifted. Find something you can do. I'm doing DoorDash, y'all. Y'all think I want to be doing DoorDash in 90-degree weather in a skirt? No. But I got to do what I got to do. I got to do what I got to do. I got to do what I got to do. Okay? Ain't because I want to, it's because I have to. Okay? So find something that you can do that you love to do. All jokes aside, guys, find something that you love to do, that you can do, that you're great at doing, and do it. Do it with excellence. Keep growing. You know, it's no, like I said, you don't have to stay where you start. Just start and grow. Yes, thank you, Brother Jonah. Thank you for your prayers. I'll be praying for y'all too. Thank you, Brother Jonah, for your consistency. Brother Jonah is consistent. Now, that's a consistent brother. That's a consistent brother. His wife would be very proud of him. I don't know where she at, Jonah. She's somewhere. She's somewhere up in here in this holiness. She's somewhere up in here in this holiness. But I'm just saying, when you find her, she's gonna be very appreciative. Brother Jonah is very consistent, y'all. He's very consistent. But yes, she says it's one of Gino's videos from Delaware. Oh, huh? I'm gonna have to look at that, sis. I'm gonna have to find that. I'm a little lost, just a little bit, just a tad. I'm a little lost. But nonetheless, y'all, we done talked on here for almost 2 hours. We've been chat for 2 hours. Shout out to Brother Jonah. Shout out to Brother John. Shout out to Brother Jonah. Shout out to Life with Paulette. Shout out to Sister Callie. Shout out to Sister Shelly. Shout out to Jamai. Shout out to Jones. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the great. Shout out to Simple Me. Who else came up in here, y'all? Tanya Bond. Shout out to Tanya Bond. Shout out to Mercy Ka. Shout out to Bless. Who else can we name? Shout out to Nicole Barkis. Shout out to TNT. Shout out to Jeremy. Shout out to Endor. Shout out to Brother in Holiness. Shout out to Georgina Flemings. Shout out to Tony Harvin. Who else we can shout out, y'all? Who else I'm missing? Shout out to Dina Cole. Shout out to Sister Davis. Shout out to 77. Illuminati 77. Shout out to Starly. Who else we can call, y'all? Shout out to Covered Naturals. Y'all, Covered Naturals was on live all night doing her hair. I said, girl, it couldn't have been me. It couldn't have been me. So shout out to Covered Naturals. Shout out to everybody. And shout out to my son who sacrifices time with his mommy so she can do her job. I love you all. She said my daughter's favorite. She's 5. Aww. Shout out to her daughter. Shout out to her daughter. Hey, Niecy Pooh. Hey, Niecy. God bless you too, Sister Callie. Hey, Niecy Pooh. We just over here. Child, y'all. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Shout out to Virginia. Virginia, shout out to you. Oh my God, y'all. I love y'all deep. All right, y'all. I done been in here playing with y'all way too long. Now I gotta go get on the treadmill. I gotta go get on the tread. I gotta hit my steps today, y'all. We killed it, y'all. We got to 800. God be the glory. Shout out to you. Shout out to God. 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 Okay? How can God, I'm so sorry. Bad girl. Shout out to God. Shout out to God. Shout out to you, Lord. I'm getting all the little feels, y'all. Shout out to God. God, thank you for allowing all of us to be on the wake up list today. Thank you for seeing us through. Thank you for sticking with us, even in times when we are disobedient, Lord. Thank you for allowing us to be here to speak and testify to the glory of your name, Lord. Just thank you. Thank you for allowing us to have the means of the internet to communicate to all of us with, but also, God, for us to just reflect you with the world, Father. I just want to say thank you. And I pray that everyone that watches this, everyone that's here, I pray that you touch their lives. Allow your will to be done in their lives, Lord. May they seek you endlessly. May they seek you first. May they put you first. And may your will be done in their lives, Father. In your holy name, I pray and I thank you. Amen, y'all. Shout out to God. Shout out to God. Hallelujah. Shout out to God. All right, y'all. Y'all. And then we got comments. Y'all, the people done subscribe. They leaving comments. Y'all. The people is like, girl, we here. Now, I don't know these people. I don't know if they in holiness or not. That ain't none of my business. But I want to say shout out to y'all. All right. We did good today, y'all. We did real good. I'm going to come back next week. I'm going to come back next week with another topic, another vibe, another situation. But shout out to y'all. Hope you all have a great and peaceful weekend. And I will see you all on the next one. Bye.